Okay, so one of the things that I realized that about this playthrough from the previous time is that we may have forgot to get something here. There's all these things on the table, and when you leave and come back, it's all gone. Now, when I played the original way back when you go to the island to rescue Valanace, there's this room in the castle with a lion, and you have to feed this ham to the lion to get it to fall asleep. I assume it's the same. And I didn't think all this stuff would be gone, but I realized that I left and I came back and it was all gone. So I loaded up a saved game. I'm going to do this part real quick, and then we'll jump back to where we were.
Pardon my asking, but...
Yes.
Then
so I'm going to...
The Countess looks... This...
So I'm going to skip through this text real quick.
Why would
the Count has...
Okay, so let's look at the table.
There is a leg of ham on the table. An entire smorgasbord adorns the tabletop. It sits upon an elegant blood-red tablecloth. You seem to have lost your appetite for eating at the moment. You take the ham from the dining table. An entire You see...
Okay. So let's save. And then where we go from here. So what happens is when I leave, if I go back, see they're gone, it's all cleaned up, and that's what happened to me last time. I go, oh no.
The smoked ham has a wonderful savory smell. It's hard to resist tasting it. It looks as though someone has taken a bite out of it.
Okay, so now when we go back to the library, Possum should be there. Okay,
you see a young woman sitting...
I wish I could read this story. All the pretty words.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause.
Whatever do they say?
The
pictures look interesting.
Okay.
But what is this book about?
Stop talking.
I wish I could read this story.
All
the pretty words.
I'm gonna pause real quick. Okay, and we're back. So where we left off at the last episode, we had just talked to the Count and his wife, and they're both vampires now. The Little Red Riding Hood girl has been turned into a vampire herself. She gave us this bracelet here.
The bracelet looks like it would fit a small wrist. It is a circlet of diamonds surrounded by beautiful sapphires.
She asked us to place it on the grave of her mother, and the Count says that he wants this tiara back. And if we are able to get the tiara, then he will give us the gem. We had the gem for all of about 2 seconds, and he took it back. Also, this book, Treasure Island book...
According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves.
Exactly.
There's something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
So there's dates on all of these. I assume that means 1200, but we'll see. So we can exit now. And the thing that we grabbed was this ham that we missed the first time around. Okay, so let's see. There's these ghosts here.
The ghosts waver, as if being threatened by even the slightest breeze, yet something holds them in place. It may be nothing more than an intensely strong determination or sense of purpose that keeps the spirits anchored to this world.
So if you walk forward, they'll kill you. Like, we found that out last time. So it's like, is there anything that we can give them where they will go away?
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery.
Is that like the mom and dad, right? Maybe?
The ghosts... This particular gargoyle will...
Okay.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668. Loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia. Our enemies be warned. Their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
Well, no.
Lord Herb. Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 12. Douglas Buckmaster, 995 to 1020. The noise, said he, is...
Okay, so the clue said...
According to... There's something written near the bottom.
A first, a second, and a double of
with
nothing. A first, a second, and a double of nothing. That's a 1200.
Douglas Buckmaster.
Here's a 1020.
995.
We could try that.
Kitty, 1500 to... Susanna Somnia. You suddenly find yourself unable to move. The ethereal spirits... You tup with the spirits and find...
What's up with that?
The ghost... As you hold... Lord... You suddenly...
Oh, come on. So...
The ethereal... You tup with the spirits...
Okay, so they're fine if we're standing right there, but...
The ghost... As you... Lord...
Oh, we're supposed to put the...
You place the bracelet on the grave. It immediately sinks down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you. It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its Lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
You bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet.
Oh.
This cemetery is... You feel You lift the gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket. It is a gold wedding band. A perfect circle. You do not think you have any business wearing it.
Okay.
John Bell. Here lies a speaker named John Bell, who thought his voice just sounded swell. He narrated tales from days quite olden, but now that he's gone, silence is golden. Boris and Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567.
That's a Quest for Glory 4 joke. Those are characters from QFG 4.
Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 810. He'd not seen his first sunrise, felt not the warmth of dawn. All who saw him wept and cried. To this world he'd come stillborn. Count Christopher Ivere, 1175 to 1200. The young Ivere, his time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear, my life ends here.
Okay, so I'm going to guess this one. Let's save first just in case, but we were looking for 1200 based on that clue in the book that said a first, a second, and two of nothing, or something like that. So let's try.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. There is an open hole beneath one of the headstones. Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. These bones have been here for so long that most of them have crumbled to dust. There is a tin box here. It contains personal items that belong to the coffin's occupant in life. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Evere. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
Ugh. Okay, so... Alright. Alright. Well, I guess we have to go to the other cemetery then. Let's, we have this gold ring. I want to see if the girl wants it because it belonged to her parents. Oh, she's gone. Okay. Well, I guess we're keeping it for now. And I think we better hurry?
The boatman has nothing more to say. You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Oh man, I wonder if I have to reverse my directions from last time. Let's save real quick. Okay, so last time, what did the clue say?
You read, something wicked started war. Shame nobody ever saw.
Wait, hold on. South.
You read, something wicked started war. Shame nobody ever saw.
Southwest, southwest. Any northeast, west. Okay, okay. So, do we just reverse it? Or can I just leave? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, okay. Wow. That's a nod to the original, in the original King's Quest. That happened also, but it was the old Adam West version. That was from the Tim Burton one, so that's cute. Anyways, I remember the names on the tombs because we looked at them all last time. And so, one of them... Alright, where's the graveyard? It's in the church, huh?
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
What? This doesn't look so awesome.
Evidently, someone stands at the center of the symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor. You see a book sitting on the altar. It appears old and worn.
Let's save because, we might die. Come on. Well, let's take the book.
You look over the book. It is a journal written by Wolfe, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating as always dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima can be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see that this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sins?
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
I'm quite convinced that Kaldor is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intentions. And yet he is Lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him would create confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience, the greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense in the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren and I the most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor of any other. I am to be their leader, their most powerful. They are bound to me inextricably. The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing, the endless possibilities, what we will achieve with our abilities. I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis.
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it. You'd rather not touch the symbol, as you don't like to think how it may have been used. This collection box...
Okay, well, we're looking for...
Rarlop Neven.
Nope.
Lester Williams.
Nope.
Rebecca Goulash.
Here
Larman Odnarb,
we go.
1175 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
One of the really frustrating things about this game has been that when you get a point, or it doesn't make a noise or anything, so it's hard to tell unless you're really watching closely.
You have no reason.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. These bones have been... There is a tin box here. It contains personal items that belong to the coffin's occupant in life. With bated breath, you open the box. There it is, the tiara. As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still have to get it back to the castle.
Great.
You freeze as the wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to turn and face... nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Okay, let's save it just in case. We still can't.
It is likely that you have...
Alright, well, I guess let's just leave. And we can't do anything here?
An odd assortment of stones, trinkets, even bones are spread out around the candles. Apparently, they were part of some ceremony or ritual.
I feel like we want to, this is a common thing in Quest for Glory, and you, break the circle.
You already have a candle.
Yeah, but...
You have no need for a robe. Besides, it seems to have a lot of hair on it. You'd get a skin irritation. A large tapestry now adorns the wall behind the altar. The image on the tapestry bears a depiction of some kind of ceremony or ritual. It is somehow reminiscent of the room you are now standing in. You know, though you would like to see the crucifix restored, there's no... You cannot touch the light, though one day you might be able to go towards it. You have... The pulpit is likely used for things more unholy than prayer. A stone cherub is positioned near the archway.
Okay, well, let's just leave then, because... let's get out of here. Oh!
You were once the finest knight in all of Daventry.
Okay, that was a mistake because I clicked through... Alright, I clicked too quickly. I didn't hear what it said, but...
Without warning, a wolf darts out of the dark forest and dashes towards you, and this time it's running directly at you.
Can I run away? Well, I ran away.
What?
I mean, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, like, fight it or something. Well, hopefully we didn't have to do anything. I just ran away, but... Wait a minute. Is it up here? The Hagatha Cave. It's here and then up. Okay. Okay, so it was, let's see, southwest, southwest, north, east, south. Did I do it wrong? Oh no. Oh, here's the beginning again. Okay, so let's do it this way. South, west, south, west, north, east, south. What? Come on, did I... Alright, go back in. Let's double check the clue.
You read, something wicked started war. Shame nobody ever saw.
Ah, I forgot one. Okay, there's an extra south. Okay, so here we go. So south, west, south, west, south again, and then it's north, east, south. Yeah, there we go.
Something is wrong here. There is no boat, no boatman, and... no escape. The monk and his pack have tracked you here, and they clearly intend to do nothing less than rip you to pieces. If you're going to do something, now would be a very good time.
I have a net and this stinky cloth. I have the ham.
He's more likely to chat.
Okay.
Unless it tastes just... Perhaps a long-range strategy is called for. The boatman will retie the boat to the rope. You don't have to worry about it. Oh, for howling out loud. Unless it tastes... The wolves do not want anything from you. Unless it tastes...
Oh, the enchantment.
Unfortunately, not a strong enough light penetrates through the swamp to use the emerald here.
Could I use the candle with the emerald?
Nothing happened.
One of these?
Nothing.
These?
According to this, there is something. Unless. Oh, for howling out loud. The castle looks cold and forbidding. Several sinister towers. Talking to yourself isn't necessarily a sign. You feel the poisonous waters seeping.
Okay. And I can't...
Nothing.
And I can't use these two together?
This object is not enchanted. This odd circular device intrigues you. It depicts several...
Okay.
It is a large sheet of... It doesn't... Unless it takes... The wool... The wool...
Could I... like, light the rope
There's
on?
no need. While hypnotizing the beast might buy you some time, it will not help you escape from your current predicament.
Do I have... anything? Like, what am I gonna...
Oh, for howling out loud.
Hit him with a shovel or what?
Unless it tastes the wool. Oh, for howling out. There's no way. The wolves do not want. Unfortunately, not a strong enough light penetrates through the swamp to use the emerald here. It is a slightly luminescent green stone about the size of your palm. It is a slightly... It is a tiny silver needle. It reminds you of a dart. Various plants grow here. That nature would otherwise forbid them life in such an environment is demonstrative of a strong magical energy which permeates this swamp. Some hollow reeds grow here. That nature would otherwise forbid them life in such an environment is demonstrative of a strong magical energy which permeates this swamp. Oh, for howling out loud. You tug forcefully at one of the reeds until it finally breaks free. You put it away and carry it with you. The silver needle fits perfectly into the end of the hollow reed, making a sturdy pea shooter. However, the needle by itself is not dangerous enough to make it a lethal projectile.
Okay, so dip it in the swamp.
Very carefully, you bend down and soak the tip of the needle in the foul, toxic water. You now have a deadly weapon.
Poof! Oh, now you show up.
I see you have met the Brotherhood of the Pack.
Yeah,
Where
thanks for
were
nothing.
you?
Detained. A man who had assumed your appearance boarded my boat. When we reached the other side, I perceived the flaws of his disguise and dispatched him instantly. The Count has been wary of the Brotherhood of the Pack for many years now. In obtaining what he asked for and ridding this land of their leader, you have served him doubly well this night.
Well, good.
The shrouded ghoul paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side. You re-enter the huge wooden doors and quickly make your way to the castle's main dining room. As expected, you find the Count and Countess awaiting you.
You have performed admirably. Not only have you found the tiara I sought, you have rid me and this land of the deceptive and secretive Brotherhood of the Pack. They have committed many atrocities against my family, such as the deaths of our son and daughter-in-law. I have been forced to remain secluded all these years, unable to serve my homeland as I should, to evade their relentless pursuit of wiping out my entire family line.
Is the Brotherhood really gone? Some of those wolves escaped.
The rest of the pack followed the wolves that ambushed you. However, without their leader, they will find themselves as lost in mind as they are now in body, whether human, wolf, or any other form. Their hastened passage through my swamp will not see a return to their den. Of that I can assure you.
You have trapped them all in the swamp? The entire pack?
An endless flight through the mire awaits them. Should my long-stilled heart ever feel pity again, perhaps one day I shall free them.
As you listen to the Count's cold, unforgiving tone, you thank your lucky stars that he no longer sees you as a threat, at least not for the time being.
I release you from my service, dear King. The nearing dawn no longer signifies an uncertain future for you.
Sweet.
You take the death gem. Finally, you have all 3 stones in your possession. You feel a pang of anticipation as you realize that all you need to do now is take them to the door of destiny.
Nice. Alright, well, let's save before he changes his mind.
You said you were the former Lord of Kolyma?
Yes.
When did you abdicate?
I didn't, as such. When I became what I am now, ruling this realm lost all meaning to me. All that mattered was the well-being of my dearest treasure.
You flatter me.
It is well deserved. All that mattered to me was her safety. I concerned myself with little else.
And now?
I have recently given thought to. But no, it is a foolish notion to entertain. The people would never accept me as I am now.
Your statue in the town still stands. The people obviously hold you in high regard even after all the years of your absence.
Perhaps. However, my concern right now is the safety of my family. I have taken steps to ensure that they are better protected from our enemies.
Okay.
The Count has nothing more to say to you at the moment. The Countess has...
So in the original game, like, that was not there at all. This is all new. In the original game, we just straight up murder him with, Oh, it's gone. The picket and the mallet. Oh. When did... I don't know when I lost those, but, maybe when I fell. I guess I'm not killing him anymore.
This is just a small...
I wish you the best, dear King.
A word of advice, King Graham. Once you have found the lady you seek, protect her with all your strength. Never leave her side, and place no importance above that of her well-being. Give your life for hers if it should ever come to that. Love can last an eternity, but your loved one can be lost in an instant. Heed those words, my king, and farewell.
Good advice. I just want to make sure there's nothing else here before we leave.
You peer into the ornate coffin. Finding it unoccupied, you see that the interior is lined with shiny red satin. There is nothing else.
Okay.
Fire is...
Okay. Okay, so they're gone.
This marble bust must be of a past count. While it has the bust being made of the bust, you have no interest. You are not interested in.
Okay, so all right, let's just leave. I don't think there's anything else here. The other, I mean, we can check, but I don't think there's anything up here. I think last time I was up here was just we could climb out the window.
The window looks out onto. There's no way you're climbing out there again.
Well, I guess we're just done? I mean, there's really no reason to be here, right?
The boatman. You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Meanwhile...
He did what?
Well, it would appear that our Count's loyalty was to be questioned after all. Kaldor has decided to leave us, now that he again has his wife at his side.
No one has ever left my service before.
Yes, Father, it is most regrettable.
It is unthinkable!
Yes, Father, it is quite unthinkable.
It is up to you then, Sister Agatha.
Yes, Father, it is... pardon?
You will have to deal with it yourself. If Graham dies abroad, the crown will pass to me. And with it, the item will be known to me at long last.
Father, are you sure? It is an ancient legend.
It does exist, and I will find it. Do you hear me, Agatha? Graham is not to return to Daventry alive.
The swamp seems a bit lighter than the last time you were here, and some of the heavy mist has lifted. Day must be dawning. The boatman.
All right. Oh, we're 145 out of 185. We're getting close. I'm still frustrated because there was stuff that I wanted to take from Hagatha's place that we could never do. And maybe they're just red herrings. I don't know. Anyways, we are going to head over to... I wonder if there's anything at the church as an Easter egg. I doubt it. But
you have no reason to go back inside the church.
Okay, never mind. Well, let's go use the gems then, and then we can start a new video once we get to the other side. Now, in the old game, that you could only travel across this so many times before it would break. So...
Oh no! The plank you stepped on was a trap. Your leg passed right through it, and now you are very, very stuck. Try as you might, you cannot dislodge yourself. You hear a noise. Someone or something is approaching you from behind.
You there! Can you... Wait a minute. I know you. You're that thieving little pest who used to reside in Daventry.
Yes. How kind of you to recognize me.
And just what are you doing here in Kalima?
Oh, this and that. At the moment, I'm getting my own back.
I beg your pardon?
Imagine my surprise when, having come home from a hard day's work...
Mugging, you mean?
I find that my treasure had been robbed, and my food stolen.
Are you claiming either were yours to begin with?
I went a bit hungry yesterday, but I'm willing to forgive. I happen to know that you're carrying some most expensive items, including that which you stole from me. I give you a choice. Either you hand over some treasure, or I start cutting. I've already had a go at the ropes on the other side, so should you survive the impact once I have cut both ends here, I doubt the remainder will hold your dangling weight. Oh yes, you could start it by throwing me those lovely gems you're carrying.
Heck no.
It is simply an
I mean it, mister. Hand over those gems or I'll cut this bridge down.
We will not be doing that.
You wrap your gems up tight in the cloth. The gems of nature are safely wrapped in a cloth bag.
With sneezy germs all over them. Here you go, just kidding.
You fool!
Now, if you want your treasure, then you help me.
Not a chance! I'm not coming anywhere near you!
Fine, then you stay where you are, and the treasure stays over there.
It seems that your ultimatum has caused a conflict of interest for the dwarf. While he does not want to help you, his greed is demanding to be immediately satisfied. Having nothing else to do at present, you muse that kleptomania might be an inherent quality in dwarves in general. Then you notice the fraying ropes on the mountain end of the bridge. They are unraveling. He really did have a go at them earlier. Repress.
Well?
I might just leave you there. Wait until you die, and then come back. You will not be a problem to me when you are dead.
By which time the bridge will have fallen. You have done a good job on those ropes over there.
While muttering something inaudible, the dwarf throws you his knife. You catch it deftly, realizing that whatever you're going to do, you'd better do it fast.
Whoa.
Even if you had survived that, you now have no means of crossing to the other side. Your destiny is out of reach.
That was fast. Ugh, we have to really click through all that again.
Oh, no. You hear it?
You there! Wait, you and just what are you?
I went to be. I give you a. I've already. Oh yes.
Okay.
You wrap your gems.
You fool!
Now,
No.
fine.
It seems that your ultimatum has caught having. Unless you have.
Well,
I might.
While muttering something inaudible, you can't, there's no need, you can't use that there.
What are you doing? You're crazy!
As each rope gives way to your onslaught, you hold on tight and brace yourself for the inevitable. Upon
hang
impact,
on.
the collision shatters the plank that held your leg in place, and you're again free to move. You also discover that your entire body really hurts now.
Alright, climb up, dude. Ah!
You manage to survive crashing. They're a bit repressing the urge to burst into song. Unless you repress.
well,
I might.
While muttering, you begin cutting.
What are you doing?
As each rope gives way to your onslaught, you hold on tight and brace yourself for the inevitable.
Okay, we need to climb up.
Upon impact, the collision. You've made it to the other side safely. Of course, you have no way of getting back. Not that it concerns you at this point.
You could at least give me back my knife. No!
It serves you right for stealing from Daventry's magic chest.
That was mean. All right, well, let's save and let's do our magic rock thing and get out of here.
The gems must be separated before they'll fit into the indentations on the stone door.
All right.
You unwrap the gems from the cloth.
All right, well, I don't know what order they go in, but...
You push the gem firmly into the indentation.
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Let's go to the lizard realm. Oh god, what happens if we actually do one of these? I just saved it, right? Why not?
Now this is the life, a world of wine, women, and a quaint little term called precautions.
Oh, let's do... I want to see the other ones.
You unwrap...
Okay, I'll save first.
You push...
These are just Easter eggs. Alright.
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Alright, so what other choices do we have here? Space Quest?
You have opted to leave your galaxy in favor of another. Enjoy yourself, space jockey.
That's such a good Easter egg. Alright, what other ones? Maybe a Quest for Glory?
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
What is Metro? Oh, is that the police quest? Police quest, maybe? These are so good.
You have opted to spend the rest of your life in the most uncivilized world you can conceive.
This is the best Easter eggs. I love it. I love it. What do we have left?
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
Oh, King's Quest 1.
You have often wanted to go back into your past and try things differently. Enjoy the next year, Graham. You've lived it all before.
Nah, that one wasn't very cool.
Birth, growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
You have opted to skip a large part of your life, eager to get it over with.
All right, we'll do it for real this time. That was from, I don't know, five or six. All right, we'll do it for real this time, and then call it in for this video.
Growth, death. The cycle of this life is complete, now and forever. Speak, and my purpose is thus fulfilled. My passage to the next world may begin at long last.
Then, if you please, I would bid thee open.
As you wish, but a word of caution. As you enter, know in your heart which destiny you truly desire.
All right. We need to go to the tower. Well, here we are. We made it. All right. Purple Ocean. Okay. Well, super duper cool. 156 out of 185. I think we're pretty close. All right, so let's call it an episode. Thank you for joining me. That was a lot of fun, a lot of cute Easter eggs in this one, and a lot of new content added from the original game. So very, very cool. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode.